Okay, so just in the barbell work, squats, bench and lat pull down. Okay, can't say it was great, but it's alright. Yeah, not every day is the best day. Some of it went up. So, all in all, take it as a win. All in all. Okay, what I've got here, I've got a pair of 16s and a pair of 20s. So I've not done the 20s for a long time. I've just simply not had a pair of 20 kettlebells. I've just acquired them. So I had some, sold them, bought some more. Okay. So I'm trying to alternate 16s and 20s, and I've given myself a slightly longer timer to do it. Give it 1 minute 30 just to get used to it. Okay, that was 6. So I've got no idea what the 20s are going to be, maybe triples. Okay. Let's see. A pair of 20s. The reason I'm going heavier is because I'm dropping out the barbell pressing. I'm hoping I can get better form on the kettlebell. So, a bit lighter anyway. We'll see. Hopefully get 3, I think. Yeah, that felt reasonable. I felt like I wasn't excessively leaning or anything like that. You know, found with the barbell work, you know, possibly lack of mobility, but as the weight went up, I was sort of like, it was leaning me far back. Looked ugly because it was. Also dangerous for your lower back. The thing about kettlebells, I suppose you could say the same about dumbbells. You don't have to get it round your head. You know, there's no bar, so you can just go straight up almost. So it's you know, that element of technique is missing. You don't have to get it you don't have to lean back or anything to get it over your head, to get it past your chin. Okay, I can get another 6. Okay. Yeah, I suppose, you know, this is a very different beast to the last time I did the clean and press. So the last time I did clean and press, it was just a pair of 16s, and it went 4 lots of 6, then I alternated 5 and 6. So there was 16 sets all told. First 4 sets of 6 and then alternating 5 and 6. This one, it's going to be, I don't know, maybe the same 16 or so, but alternating 6 kilos on the 15s and 3 kilos on the 20s. Sorry, completely garbled that up. 6 reps on the 16s and 3 reps on the 20s. Okay, just to start. It feels pretty good, yeah. So it definitely feels like I'm not contorting my spine. Good job. I think maybe the barbell work. However, simply, it's not a good fit for me. I've not got the shoulder mobility, that's a possibility. Or, I need to strip it right down to light weights, build it back up again. Or, I need to do them seated, rather than standing. But, for the time being, these kettlebells get around it. It's just simply not as heavy. Okay, so let's get 6. Okay. I think I'll try some sets of 4. So I'm just feeling my way. I don't think these kettlebells are an exact pair, but they're very close. Good enough. Definitely. I mean, that was one of the reasons that I got rid of my original pair of 20s. They weren't a pair. So at that time I thought, okay, sell them on and eventually get a proper pair. And I ended up finding one competition bell. I thought, okay, I've got a competition bell, you know, without paying full whack, obviously. You know, I could just easily just, you know, spent a lot of money and got a pair of brand new. To me, they're extremely expensive that way. Okay, 4. Nice. Yeah, 4's doable for the time being. I'm sure as I work my way through it, it's going to go up. That's 6 sets, I think. But yeah, I was hoping to get a pair of 20s competition style, but then I saw these on Marketplace. Price was right. So I went for it. Got them yesterday. think as time goes by, so I don't have to keep moving, changing the dumbbells, kettlebells. God, I can't think today. I'm exhausted. Must be. Yeah, as time goes by, I'll just do a few sets of 20, then move on to the 16s. Obviously doing more 20s until I can do them all. Okay, let's get 4. I was saying earlier, I feel slightly less bloated. You know, cut down the eating. You know, obviously it's not an overnight thing. You don't suddenly drop loads of weight or fat or whatever. It takes a very long time. But you do feel less full. So, full's emptying out. Start to feel that little bit of hunger, which is quite pleasant, really. I don't know. Yes. Anyway, but win, I suppose. You know, you're either. Yeah, when you're hungry, you want to pig out. When you're bloated, you want to go hungry. Yeah. I suppose at this moment in time, I'm not far off the the happy medium. Neither excessively eating, nor going very hungry. Yeah, both are probably a mistake. I definitely really like the clean and press. Yeah, and I suppose if it was like, you know, if you're totally strapped for time and you just wanted to do the absolute minimum, I would say do clean and press. Definitely, it's a full body thing. It's not great for lower body, but it still affects lower body. So obviously, yeah, if you're gonna say I'm only gonna do one exercise, obviously you are limiting. you're limiting what is optimal. It's not optimal at all to do one exercise, but clean and press on its own would be an excellent choice. Maybe deadlifts, but I've still got for clean and press. I mean, there are a couple of famous routines that they are purely deadlift and press. So all you do is deadlifts, a couple of sets of deadlifts, a couple of sets of press, nearly every day. Or an alternative where you do it about 3 times a week, but you do a lot more sets on each. Russian bear, I think it's called. But yeah, just those 2 moves, deadlift, press, covers just about all the body. So clean and press might not be quite as good as doing those 2, but as I say, if you're going to reduce it to 1 move only, clean and press is it. There are a couple of programs I've seen that revolve around 2 kettlebells, yeah, clean and press, and squat. So squatting with kettlebells is very difficult. It's surprising how difficult it is, given the, you think that 40 kilos or 50 kilos or whatever would be relatively easy, but it's not. It's a way to, it's all the levers and everything. Yeah, the physics of it make it quite difficult. But yeah, clean and press and squat, that's another excellent idea, but slightly more complex than one simple move on its own. So I'm going to say the pair of 20s for 4 reps is harder than the pair of 16s for 6 reps. Okay. That's 12 sets altogether so far. I think I'm going to do 4 more. The only thing that I'm missing, which I might add in eventually, is a snatch. So I'm doing the clean and press, I'm doing the swing. Okay. The snatch. Those are only 3 kettlebell moves that I really do. And obviously there are many, many, many more. Yeah. If I'm doing barbell squats, I don't do kettlebell squats. But there's nothing wrong with kettlebell squats at all. They're very difficult. Something that I tend to do as well, as I'm getting older and softer, is during the winter time when it's freezing. It's an absolute ball ache to use a barbell. It's absolutely freezing. That's a ball weight to come outside in the ice. So what I often do for a couple of months in winter time, probably January, February, just do an exclusive kettlebell routine. Inside, you can do it, obviously, you know, you don't need much space in the kettlebells. You don't need any, you know, put something on the floor. But yeah, I think that's the beauty of kettlebells. You know, it's very accessible. Okay. They're getting hard. So yeah, especially if you buy them second hand or whatever. I've never used those plastic ones. So I can't really comment on the cheap plastic kettlebell. I imagine they're good for something, but I'll always give them a miss. Don't know if they rip your hands up. Probably just better than nothing, but a bad idea. Save up and buy some metal ones. Second hand is the best idea. Pairs are the best idea. Yeah, matching pairs. So obviously, like for example, a pair of 16s. You've now got 32 kilo swings. You've got 32 kilo snatches, if you can ever get that far. Yeah, take a bit of doing those. Six. Yeah, I'm going to say this is, so the last session, pair of 16s, and it was, I don't know, about 10 sets of 6 and 6 sets of 5, 10 sets of 6 and 6 sets of 5. Yeah, this time around, the easier of the pairing are the sets of 6. So I'm going to say this is a harder session than last time. So this is the last set, 4 reps hopefully. But having said that, yeah, I forgot the mitigating factor. Last time it was on a 1 minute every minute. This time it's on a 1 minute 30 timer. So yeah, that equalises it. Still, it was hard, let's say. Five. Yeah, got a nice 5 at the end. So, the idea is, because I've dropped the barbell pressing, which is, I find very difficult to go heavy and keep good form. Yeah, conceivably there are ways around it. Get a, do it seated, go to a gym, find a machine, that sort of thing. But my solution is do kettlebell work. So you're not having to get the bar around your head. You've got to lean back to get the bar around your head. Yeah, so that means there's technique involved. You've got to lean back and then you've got to get forward again. Whereas with the kettlebells, there's no obstacles, you can just go straight up. Yeah. So I thought, okay, I've dropped the barbell press, I need some heavier kettlebells, so at least I'm getting some form of, something like strength out of it. So a pair of 20s for the time being. Maybe eventually get a pair of 24s one day. I've had them before. I did use them for presses at one point. That was when I was quite a bit bigger than I am now. A pair of 24s is most ever used for kettlebells, apart from the swings. The swings, I'm using 60 kilos, which quite surprising. I surprised myself. For years I never went beyond 48 kilos, a pair of 24s. So for years I did a pair of 24s for swings, and I found those hard enough. So I got this kettlebell handle, and because I think it's because you can use both hands at the same time, it just makes it that much more doable to use heavy weight. Okay, I say I feel a bit leaner, so I don't know. I like to keep track on it, see. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not, I don't know. Yeah. I always found that I've had a fairly wide back, so never been a great effort to get the back wide. What I struggle with, shoulders for sure. Yeah. Arms, I would say, yeah, not great. I mean, I think, from a bodybuilding point of view, anyway. I mean, from a powerlifting point of view, it makes no real difference. But from a bodybuilding point of view, I think that my arms lag somewhat. Obviously, it's I'm carrying so much fat, so it distorts everything. Maybe if I lean down a lot, get rid of a lot of fat, maybe my torso would appear smaller and my arms would appear bigger. Who knows? I'm not sure. Yeah. Problem is, I'm just not that motivated. I like the performance. I like chasing the numbers. I like getting better results as regards the sport of lifting. However you define it. So I'm not particularly stuck to powerlifting, so this kettlebell stuff or anything. Chin-ups, dips, whatever. It's chasing the numbers. That's what appeals to me. The actual physique. Not so much. To me, not eating is not a great activity. Anyway, bye.